G'day, friends and fans. Welcome to Dave, my writing corner. I'm stuffed up, didn't I? I'm your host, David Applegate, the author of The Boyhood of Cade, Book 1 of the Empire of Elves. This is episode 29. Welcome, you subscribers. Welcome, of course, Twitter. I have stopped broadcasting on Facebook, and now I'm broadcasting on Twitter. Today's topic is way more adjectives to describe somebody's voice. In the last two videos, I described people's voices with a number of adjectives. Now, of course, it's about 5. I've done about 15 or so, 20, over 25 maybe. So, as I've said in previous videos, this is a good way for you to transfer a bit of emotion and a bit of color, perhaps even add a bit of characterization. Now, some of these words are obscure, like orotund, which is an adjective that means a voice that is loud and clear. Of course, you have a penetrating voice, one that is high or loud. It has a pitch that makes it uncomfortable. Plummy. This is another way of saying a fruity voice, but this is plummy. Is typical of an English person with a high social status who went to all the right schools and learnt to speak as if they have a plum in their mouth. Sometimes it's also used to describe a voice of a person you dislike. Or posh. Posh or plummy. Or blimey. Now, quietly. Of course, that's just soft-spoken, quiet voice. It's just there to complete the list. Roicious. A roicious voice is loud and rough. Ringing. That's that, again, loud and clear. Of course, rough. Pretty, not so soft, but unpleasant. Shrill, high-pitched, and of course, loud and unpleasant. Silvery. This is not just a clear, pleasant sound, but is rather light, rather soft, rather poetic. Sing-song, you speak as if you're singing, and you do it in such a way that your voice modulates in a musical but natural way. Small, again, a small voice. Quiet, but, it's insecure. Smoky, sultry, seductive. It's a sexy voice. Soft-spoken, another way of saying quiet, or softly spoken, or a sotto voice, which is often distinctly feminine. Again, a stentorian is a voice that sounds loud and severe. A strangled voice. It's somebody who you actually strangled. She spoke as if she was strangled. Actually, recent episodes on TV of Ahsoka, those long pauses. Speaks only a couple of words, then has long gaps between words. It's actually a strangled voice. Strident. Now, this is just often described as loud and unpleasant, but strident can also mean speaking with authority or confidence. There's multiple meanings for this one. Tout, angry, nervous, taut, or tout. Thick, emotional, thickly, it's one low voice, or comes from deep in your throat. A thin voice, high-pitched, unpleasant, so obscure. Same with throaty. It's like another way of saying guttural. Tight, nervous or annoyed, toneless. One without expression, emotion. Sorry, expressing an emotion. Tremulous. Afraid or excited. A voice that tremors as during the speak. Please, sir, can I have some more, please? Imagine if you're a 5-year-old and you're begging for a bowl of gruel in Victorian England. Yes. So anyway, tremulous, not steady, either from fear or excitement. Wheezy, somebody who's wheezy. Let's see, what was it? Toy Story, Wheezy. The penguin was called Wheezy because he spoke as if he was having difficulty breathing. Wobbly, up and down, but again, this is fear, lack of confidence, or perhaps about to cry. Booming, a loud, attention-seeking voice. Although I didn't exactly boom, but you quaver, and then an unsteady voice, but it's loud, like a foghorn, very loud. Undertone, a quiet voice that you're using such dulcet tones, so weak. Somebody has to really struggle to hear you. No, an undertone, yes. You deliberately speak so soft that you actually, and in dulcet tones, that you deliberately are making it hard for somebody to actually understand you or to hear them. Now, of course, it's a new month, 10 days since I've posted new content on my Patreon. I've, of course, begun work on new Patreon material. I've already written over 3,000 words, having a pretty good time of it. I'm enjoying myself. I enjoy making these videos. Thank you to all those who've given me feedback, encouragement, and hopefully I'm going to. You're right. I should only make these videos as long as they need to be, and I'm trying to do that. I'm not trying to talk for an hour just about anything and everything, or try to cram in as many writing tips as I can. But this list I'll be publishing on in some form. Probably put it on my writing Patreon. I may actually make it free. I don't know yet. I don't know what I'll do with this list, but I should publish it, tidy it up a bit, and I'll publish it. And thank you to all those who have supported the channel and continue to support the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Of course, on Twitter, you follow. But hopefully, you all know what I mean. Different platforms label their buttons differently these days. But please like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Thank you for supporting the channel. Those who bought my book, the links are in the description below in my link tree, along with my social media and of course my different channels, different social media, and of course my patrons and other ways you can support the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, particularly those who have bought my book, and of course, my patrons, without whom I wouldn't be able to buy new covers for my books. And because one of the hardest things to do is to get decent book covers. And of course, most of the money I raise goes to either book covers or producing art for my patrons. Once again, thank you, and I shall see you in the next video.